happy.
Boy, I'm squeaking in my boots.
The Love Bug. ABC Sunday at 7, 6 Central.
Next, police search for the driver who ran down this 15-year-old girl, then drove away.
Plus, a 90-year-old woman is assaulted with a coffee cup. Tonight, police are questioning an 84-year-old nursing home resident.
And we'll show you how yesterday's fog-related problems at the airport complicate things today when things were already going to be hectic. Eyewitness News is next.
Here's my idea. Help me find gifts for under $30.
Hey, Richard! How are ya?
Hello.
Clear the way, Best Buy Idea Box coming through.
Whoa.
Grab one of these.
I love Dustbusters.
Clean your car out. Music, video games.
No, this is not.
That's under $30.
Wow.
A CD player.
Very cool.
Headphones, computer software.
Perfect. Woo.
Richard, sit down! Those are under $30. Can you believe that?
Gifts under $30 at Best Buy. Now that's a great idea.
This is the story of the happy-go-lucky turtle and the hyperactive hare who frantically went in search of fun and fortune everywhere. While the turtle and his friends knew right where to go, St. Croix Casino and Hotel for action and excitement that lasts. Get the luck of the turtle every time you play. For fun and excitement, the turtle knows the way.
I have a picture of when I met my husband. You can tell I was already falling in love with that young man in the leather jacket. And now, after 52 years, I think it's going to happen all over again.
Live from KSTP Television, this is Channel 5 Eyewitness News at 5:30.
Whoever you are, you've taken so much away from us. I hope the guilt is just eating you alive.
A father speaks out to the person who struck and killed his 15-year-old daughter on a St. Paul street last night. Good evening. Eyewitnesses say the driver didn't even bother to slow down after hitting the girl.
Police are still looking for that driver tonight, and they're hoping you can help them. Channel 5's Ross Kurgis is live in the newsroom with top story coverage. Ross.
Well, it was about this time last night when this teenager was hit and killed at the intersection of Rice and Geranium. The girl's family lives only a block away, and tonight they're asking the hit-and-run driver to turn themselves in. The MCTO bus had just dropped off 15-year-old Melissa Deuterow from a day of Christmas shopping. The Arlington High School sophomore was crossing the street, headed to her home only a block away. When a car speeding through the intersection struck and killed Melissa, the driver fled the scene, leaving Melissa's family asking what exactly happened.
What's done is done. I just want whoever to know the grief that you've caused and whether it was an accident or whatever.
Melissa's friends revisited the accident site today. They recalled how Melissa had just started a job, was well-liked, and had a bright future.
She didn't even get to go to college. She didn't get to finish high school. She didn't get to get married. It's not fair. Her life just begun. She didn't even get to have her license or nothing. I mean, her life is just starting and then it ends because of some stupid person.
A driver on Rice Street actually followed the hit-and-run vehicle. The driver turned off the lights, turned into an alley, and escaped. Melissa's friends and family are fanning out with posters, asking the hit-and-run driver to turn themselves in. Investigators are not sure if foggy driving conditions played a role in the accident. They're wondering why the driver has not come forward.
They're either scared or they don't care, and I find it difficult to believe that there's a person out there that can't have some sort of feeling for the 15-year-old girl's family.
That family is still waiting tonight, hoping a guilty conscience will lead a hit-and-run driver to surrender. The vehicle police are looking for is a late 70s or early 80s Ford Granada or Chevy Celebrity-style car. It's a four-door, dark in color. Anyone with information, call St. Paul Police, the number 291-1111. I'm Ross Kurgis reporting live from the newsroom.
Thank you, Ross. The driver who killed another St. Paul child, Long Tao, 2 weeks ago, also remains on the loose tonight. The 7-year-old boy was sliding down this hill in his backyard 2 weeks ago when he was hit by a pickup truck on Old Hudson Road. The driver in this case didn't stop either. Police are looking for a newer model, red or maroon Dodge pickup with blue and white stripes. It could have some front-end damage. If you know anything about the accident, you should call St. Paul Police.
We have some breaking news to tell you about out of St. Paul. A 16-year-old boy has been shot and killed at a house on the 900 block of Selby Avenue. It happened just about an hour ago. Police tell us a man jumped out of a Blazer parked near the house and started firing shots into the victim's car. Police are now looking for a newer model S10 Blazer. It's black with a blue stripe. The other car they're looking for is a green and white full-size Blazer. We are following this story and we'll bring you the latest tonight at 10. It's an unusual case. A woman dies after being hit by a coffee cup. It happened at a St. Paul nursing home overnight. Police say an 84-year-old woman hit a 90-year-old woman with a coffee cup, killing her. Both women are residents at the Marion Center nursing home in St. Paul. Police aren't saying what sparked the incident, but the homicide unit is investigating the case. So far, no charges have been filed.
A convict who walked away from Stillwater Prison Friday has been recaptured at a Wendy's. The Hennepin County Sheriff's Department arrested Dennis Ritchie here in Crystal around 11:30 this morning. They received a tip he may show up at the restaurant because his brother works there. Ritchie, who was convicted of theft by swindle, walked away from the prison's minimum security unit.
Dense fog canceled dozens of flights in and out of Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport yesterday. Now, on the busiest travel day of the year, people are scrambling to get home. Channel 5's Kim Pletica is live out at the airport with the latest. Kim?
Vanita, after yesterday's fog and fiasco, a lot of people expected the airport to be a total nightmare today. Not just because it's the most crowded travel day of the year, but also because after all of yesterday's cancellations, there'd be a slew of extra people also scrambling to get on airplanes. But surprisingly, everything seemed to go on schedule.
There you go, sir. Have a good flight.
By noon, most of the 4,500 to 5,000 stranded passengers whose flights were canceled because of fog yesterday got onto planes today. That cleared the way for the normal crunch of travelers clamoring to get home after the Thanksgiving holiday. Some 100,000 travelers passed through the airport today, and flights were booked to near 100% capacity. Despite the crowds, flights seemed to be on time, and passengers' humor was noticeably better than yesterday. In fact, many were surprised at how smoothly everything was going, especially after yesterday's massive cancellations. Airport operations says that's because airlines scrambled to get people out.
I think some of the airlines, or I know some of the airlines, brought in some larger equipment, some bigger aircraft with more seats to get some of the people out of here that they wouldn't have usually brought in on a Sunday.
Now, the Airport Operations Center tells me that most of the crowd should thin out by 9 o'clock tonight, but that if you need to get on a plane tonight or if you need to pick somebody up in between that time, you really do need to call the airport and find out whether you need to be here and whether your flight is still on schedule. Reporting live from the airport, I'm Kim Pletica, Channel 5 Eyewitness News.
Thanks, Kim. The fog that lingered overnight may have played a part in a messy accident in the southern metro. A semi-truck full of trash rolled over on Highway 169 near 494 around 1:30 this morning. Southbound traffic was completely blocked off while crews scooped up the garbage. The driver escaped without injury. That fog has been fouling up travel all weekend, but at last, it's finally gone.
Glad to see it go. David George joins us a little early to tell us what we can expect tonight.
Well, there's not a great deal happening. We have some clouds, we have a light breeze, and the combination of that wind and temperature in the 30s makes it feel a little bit cooler than it really is, but that's about the only thing happening. So again, for us, the wind chill 23 in Mankato, it feels like 16. And across the country, perhaps you have friends or loved ones that have headed home. In New York City, it's 46 degrees with rain. In Dallas-Fort Worth, 56. San Francisco, 54. And we're pretty much the cold spot in the country. The exception would be Maine with temperatures in the mid-20s. So again, a cool weekend for us. The fog problems, though, are long gone, and we'll examine what's going to happen next coming up.
Okay, thank you, David. Today's the deadline. Carl Pohlad gave legislators to approve a new Twin Stadium, but it could be next summer before an actual deal to move the team is approved. Pohlad says an agreement to sell the team to North Carolina businessman Don Beaver is almost complete, but the deal must first be approved by other baseball owners, and they don't meet until mid-January. At least one owner says he won't approve the move until North Carolina voters grant funding for a new stadium there. That vote takes place in May.
This will be an important week for Northwest Airlines as it talks contract with the pilots union. Negotiators for both sides will meet in Kansas City to discuss pay and job security. Northwest pilots make an average of $120,000 a year, but they haven't had a raise since 1993. They say with passenger traffic at an all-time high, Northwest should be able to give them a substantial raise. The two sides have been negotiating for the last 16 months. Well, if you've gotten sick of seeing Packer fans with that big hunk of cheese on their heads, how about this? Vikings fans now have some silly new thing to wear on their heads, too.
Plus, pets get their chance to tell Santa their Christmas wish. Find out where coming up.
And are you tired of racking your brain trying to come up with the perfect gift for the person who has everything? Well, we'll have some suggestions a little later on.
At Gordon's, now through Sunday only, take an additional $100 off this diamond heart pendant. This weekend, just $4.99. Or these diamond solitaire earrings through Sunday, only $4.99. And get this diamond bracelet also reduced this weekend by an extra $100, now only $6.99. But hurry, sale ends Sunday at Gordon's. We'll make you shine. Gordon's Jewelers, since 1905.
Why is America on America Online?
It puts the whole internet right at my fingertips. You can send instant messages just like that.
The news is breaking. I've got it now.
I can stay a little closer to my family.
You've got mail. America Online. Easy to use. Friendly menus.
Put in the disk, click, you're online.
And we've been working night and day to more than double capacity and make it even easier.
I got homework help, and my dad thinks I'm a genius.
America Online. So easy to use, no wonder it's #1.
You know what makes the holidays so crazy? It's the running around. This is us, and we go here, and we go here, and we go here, 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 and here. Well, don't do it. Don't. This year, go to the outlet center, get all your shopping done, save 20 to 50% over regular price, then come home and enjoy your holidays.
Shop smart at Medford Outlet Center and Horizon Outlet Center Woodbury. Oh, and wear comfortable shoes.
This time of year, there's a sales event everywhere you turn. Watch out. Sometimes it's not what you think. Is this cold supposed to rub off? Why is getting the real thing such a big deal? Should be a non-event.
The real McCoy is easy to find at your GMC dealer. For $309 per month, you can lease a well-equipped Jimmy SLS and get what you want right now.
On mine, the hands move. Do you have one like that?
Get a great value on a great selection of Jimmys at your GMC dealer.
Every December, the malls are filled with kids waiting in line to see Santa.
Hi, how are you? Oh, yeah.
That's what my kids look like, too. At Maplewood Mall, your favorite dog or cat can sit on Santa's lap. The cost is $5, and the money benefits Animal Ark, a no-kill, nonprofit animal shelter in Hastings. You can bring your pet to Maplewood Mall next Sunday from 8 to 10 a.m. If you're still making plans for this evening, the Holidazzle Parade on Nicollet Mall is less than an hour away now. The familiar cast of characters will make their way through downtown Minneapolis every night until December 30th, except on Christmas and Christmas Eve.
Well, hey, the big border battle between the Vikings and the Packers is a day away, and fans everywhere are getting in the spirit. We stopped by Dome Plus this afternoon and found the Vikings version of a cheesehead.
We got a lot of people coming here with the cheesehead hat, so we've just felt that we wanted to get a little Viking into that cheesehead. So we just made up our own little hats here at the store, and this is for the big game tomorrow.
Why not? The purple foam heads haven't been given an official name yet, but we're told you can buy your very own for just $25. Well, you will definitely want to keep your dial right where it is for Channel 5's team coverage leading up to the big game tomorrow. We will have live reports on our newscast, plus a special edition Viking Sports Wrap starting at 7. Kickoff is at 8.
There's always that one person you hate to shop for because they seem to have everything. Coming up, some unique gift ideas that may work for your hard-to-buy someone. Plus, David George has your work week forecast when we come back. You're looking live at the view from our St. Paul Skycam.
We are all individuals with individual tastes and individual preferences. That's why Jeep Cherokee offers more four-wheel drive choices than anyone in its class. With a choice of models and 2 fully capable four-wheel drive systems, there's a Cherokee perfectly suited to your individual needs. So get into the vehicle as individual as you are. Jeep Cherokee. Now lease a 98 Cherokee and get all this at no extra charge. Check one out at your Jeep dealer.
Okay, boy, sit. Good boy. Roll over. Roll over. Come on. Ah, good boy. Good boy. Okay, speak. Oh, shake. Oh, good boy. Oh, good boy. That's my boy. Stay. Oh.
Gotta get to the bank? Maybe you should bank at TCF. We're open earlier, later, and every day at Cub. TCF. We're more open.
Here's my idea. Help me find gifts for under $30.
Hey, Richard! How are ya?
Hello.
Clear the way, Best Buy idea box coming through.
Whoa.
Grab one of these.
I love Dustbusters.
Clean your car out. Music, video games.
No, this is not.
That's under $30.
Wow.
A CD player.
Very cool.
Headphones, computer software.
Perfect. Woo.
Richard, sit down! Those are under $30. Can you believe that?
Gifts under $30 at Best Buy. Now that's a great idea.
Deck the hall with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la.
Oh.
'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la.
To deck the halls with strength that won't wreck the walls, you need the remarkable Command adhesive hooks from 3M. Simply stretch the tab and Command adhesive comes off clean. Because what goes up must come down. Take Command. Holds on strong, releases on command. One more example of 3M innovation.
I don't quite have that holiday spirit yet. I need snow. I mean, we got to have some snow on the ground. Hopefully that's in the forecast.
Well, just a few days ago you were talking about, oh, isn't this warm up great? Isn't this something? And now look at
Fickle.
you.
I'm fickle.
Yeah,
what do you want from
you're
me?
Going right back the other way. Well, there is a chance of snow coming up, not tomorrow or the day after, but in the fairly near future. But it has been so mild, we've lost a lot of snow, and then we had our fog problems, and now we're just left with cloud cover. Hope you enjoyed that morning sunshine. We had a few hours of it anyway, and then the clouds came right back in. 34 degrees the current temperature, humidity 92%, rising barometer, and there's the north wind at 9, making it feel just a little bit cooler. Daytime high 37, morning low temperature 21, record low 17 below back in 1964. No snowfall, and days continue to get shorter for about another 3.5 weeks. Well, here's the outlook. Across the entire country, here's a big spinning area of low pressure, rain in St. Louis, rain in Indianapolis, and then just south of that, enough instability for big thunderstorms, some severe close to Nashville and Atlanta, and then thunderstorms rumbling through Florida and right up the East Coast. A very soggy day in New York City and Boston. We also have a developing storm off the South California coast, and that's going to gradually move through the southwestern part of the country. And the only thing to affect us in the near future might be this very light snow across Montana, Idaho, and Wyoming. We had our sunshine this morning, then low clouds behind the cool front that got rid of the fog came right through, and that's the case from Des Moines northward with a cloudy sky. And some of these clouds out of the Rockies coming across the Dakotas will pretty much keep us entrenched with cloud cover, it looks like, for at least another day or two. And it's 34 here in the Twin Cities. It's 30 in Fargo, 39 in Omaha, so everybody is fairly chilly. And around the Twin Cities and across the metro, looking at our neighborhood weather stations, for Fridley and New Brighton, it's 30 degrees. Around the Woodbury, Cottage Grove areas, it's 33. Out by Mound, Minnetrista, 32. And for Richfield and South Minneapolis, 35 degrees. And tomorrow, we're pretty much going to stay status quo with temperatures in the 30s, probably low to mid-30s, some 20s back up toward the northwestern part of the state, and maybe some lower 40s around Sioux Falls, Sioux City, and Fort Dodge. Cloud cover looks prevalent again, and this cool front may trigger some light snow up around Grand Forks, Crookston, Roseau late tomorrow night, but I don't see much happening for us until this front gets a little bit closer, and that would be Tuesday. We might get a sprinkle or a brief flurry at that point, and then more moisture Wednesday into Thursday could bring us some very light snow. So for a couple of days, it's going to give you a chance to get back into your routine after a long weekend with not a great deal happening. Mostly cloudy tonight and 25. Tomorrow morning, cloud cover and 28. And for the afternoon tomorrow, 35, mostly cloudy, southeast breeze at 6 to 12. So some cloud cover Monday and Tuesday with mid-30s, then light snow Wednesday, flurries and light snow on Thursday, then back to a partly cloudy sky on Fridays. So we'll kind of keep it the same, get our snow, and then try to clear out toward next weekend.
I appreciate the warm weather, but I still want snow.
You have to have both. This could be your winter. I think it's going to be a warmer winter and a snowy winter, so you might luck out.
Love to hear that. Thanks, David.
Millions of Americans spent the weekend indoors getting some shopping done.
Well, if you're like most people, there's at least one person on your list who's impossible to shop for. Well, we sent Channel 5's Raylan Story to the Mall of America to get some gift ideas for the person who has everything.
Meet Hoberman. It's a collapsible sphere.
It also comes with a pulley that you can suspend it, and it'll have a bungee string that'll expand it and contract it down.
You can play with it or hang it up.
Come on over here.
The Store of Knowledge is also selling a remarkably knowledgeable interactive Barney.
I see you.
Pair him with his PC pack or TV pack and he'll really start talking.
You can purchase some of the videos that are designated for Actimates, and he'll interact with the videos that you're playing in your VCR as well.
To keep adults mesmerized, check out the Levitron. Get it spinning and the magnetic top will float magically for minutes. For the TV generation, a store that specializes in TV favorites. Remember the Flowbee? Or for real cut-ups, Ginsu. Lake Wobegon has the perfect present to poke fun at your resident Mr. Fix-It.
We have the duct tape calendars, the books 1 and 2.
Nature's nearby at Into the Woods.
This is Campfire Memories incense.
The scent of balsam and cedar without leaving your living room. At the afternoon, clocks with character. And for those who need to stop counting the minutes, the Baby Buddha fountain.
Some put them in their bedrooms to fall asleep to the sound of the water.
The only trouble may be how to wrap it. Raylan Story, Channel 5 Eyewitness News.
And for the pet lover on your list, Raylan also found a baby book for dogs. You can find that at the Store of Knowledge. Well, it was a Sunday calm before tomorrow night's storm at the Dome.
The Vikings and the Packers enjoyed an extra day of rest today. Plus, rest may be just what the doctor ordered for the Gopher hockey team. Eric Gislason has the details next.
You know, Catherine, if you were a man, you'd be chairman of the Joint Chiefs.
But I'm not. So, I'm going to be president.
She wanted to change the world. She ended up changing her life.
Have you had an abortion? I've let my career come in second many times to make this family work.
Go back to your campaign, Mom.
I'm not running second to some woman.
This race is too close to call.
Blair Brown, majority rule.
Watch Sunday night at 8 here on Channel 5.
This time of year, there's a sales event everywhere you turn. Watch out. Sometimes it's not what you think. Is this cold supposed to rub off? Why is getting the real thing such a big deal? Should be a non-event.
The real McCoy is easy to find at your GMC dealer. With 2.9% APR GMAC financing, you can drive a well-equipped Sierra and get what you want right now.
On mine, the hands move. Do you have one like that?
Get a great value on a great selection of Sierras at your GMC dealer.
Menards helps you update your home for the holidays. Spread on a new look with Dutch Boy Confident Paint. At just $4.85 a gallon after rebate, you can brighten several rooms with this quality latex. Add beauty with area rugs by American Rug. Choose from 6 styles that are the perfect accent to any room. Now just $39.97. Menards is your holiday home decorating center.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Got any plans for tomorrow night? I do. I'm going to a party. These guys are working.
Yeah, I heard a little something about a football game tomorrow night. We're all going to be busy around here tomorrow night.
That's right, there is, isn't there?
Yeah, some of the Vikings-Packers, I heard.
Extra day of homework for the Vikings to try to figure out how to derail this world champion juggernaut. Remember all the chatter from the NFL preseason? The Packers had already forgotten about the Super Bowl, and they were chatting up an undefeated season this year. Well, it didn't take long for the Packers to hit their first bump in that road of wishful thinking. In their very first preseason game against Miami, their running game took a direct hit when Edgar Bennett tore his Achilles tendon on the third play of the game. But the sign of a good team here is not to miss a beat, and the Packers haven't missed many as Dorsey Levens is really picking up the slack. He's over 1,100 yards already and on pace to break the club record. Now, it doesn't take a great football mind to figure out that the success of Levin's running game has also elevated the passing game of one Brett Favre.
Because they have the combination of running and passing. And Dorsey Levens, he's a great running back. He's a Pro Bowl caliber back this year. He's making a lot of good cuts, a lot of good runs, and he puts him in a situation where Favre doesn't have as much pressure on him to have to throw the long downfield passes, so that makes him even more dangerous.
Brett Favre is enjoying having this really solid running game because now instead of throwing the ball 35 to 40 times a game, he's throwing the ball 25 to 35 times a ball game and doesn't have to make all the plays.
By the way, Channel 5 will take you to the Dome for an action-packed hour of pregame Monday night, something we call Vikings Sports Wrap around here. That's from 7 until the 8 o'clock kickoff between the Packers and the Vikes. And don't forget about Old Faithful, Sunday Sports Wrap. It comes your way again tonight, 10:35 here on Channel 5. Joe Schmidt's guests include Vikes offensive coordinator Brian Billick. Call it the pregame show to our pregame show. With all the attention on the Vikes-Packers Monday night game, before that, here's the NFC standings. Packers holding steady, 9-3. Looks like Tampa's about to move to 9-4, leading the Giants late in the fourth quarter. The Vikes at 8-4, Detroit 7-6, Chicago heading south in a hurry. Now, with all the attention on the Vikings-Packers Monday night match, a few people are remembering one important fact, and that's the fact that after the Vikes-Packers game, the Vikes have got to head out west to a place called San Francisco. The Vikes like to see this a week before the Niners game. Steve Young getting crushed by Chiefs linebacker Anthony Davis after the whistle had blown. Remember this guy, Rich Gannon, in for the injured Elvis Gerback, hits Andre Rison on the nice lob for a 6-yard score. And Marcus Allen did double duty for the Chiefs today. He rushed for a touchdown, then had a nice lob here to Teddy Popson. Maybe the Niners were looking past KC to the Vikings. The Chiefs roll today 44-9 in Buffalo. Bill Parcells and the Jets were in for a big letdown after last week's big win over the Vikes. Tied at 10 against the Bills. Buffalo's Todd Collins airs it out to Lonnie Johnson. This one's going to cover 62 yards, and he punishes a few people along the way. The Bills went on to shuffle past the Jets 22-10. Here are Week 14 numbers, and there's that Tampa game now. The Bucs out to a 20-8 lead on the Giants in the fourth. Baltimore a loser to Jacksonville today. Philadelphia over Cincinnati in a high-scoring affair. New Orleans 16-13 winners over Carolina. St. Louis a winner today, so was New England. Miami in the fourth over Oakland 24-17. Fourth quarter Pittsburgh over Arizona. 2020 now, that is. And it is Atlanta in the fourth over Seattle 24-17. 7 would not be heaven on this Sunday in Michigan for the Hockey Gophers. A loss to top-ranked Michigan State today at the College Hockey Showcase. And Minnesota would tie a school mark of 7 straight losses. Former Gopher All-American Mikey Crowley in the broadcast booth today in East Lansing, a day off from his Mighty Duck minor league schedule. Boy, have the Gophers missed him. Minnesota spotted the Spartans to a 2-0 lead before. Wyatt Smith scored late in the second to make it a 2-1 hockey game after 2. But once again, no third period magic for the Gophers again today. They trailed 3-1 when Wyatt Smith gunned home his second of the day. That made it 3-2, but the Gophers lose it 3-2. One more loss, and they set a school record. The wait, meanwhile, is over for the Gopher women's basketball team. Notched their first win for Coach Cheryl Littlejohn against Southwest Texas. Angie Iverson led the way with 19 points today, 14 rebounds too, as the Gophers beat the Bobcats 64-52 for third place in the Dial Classic. The new motto in North Carolina basketball may be, who needs Dean Smith? Number 3 Tar Heels took on Purdue in the Great Alaska Shootout Finals last night. Smith left behind some great players when he retired. Shamon Williams and Antoine Jamison, to name a couple. They hook up here. Jamison, the tournament MVP, as the Heels beat Purdue 73-69. He's probably been the least affected by his fame and fortune, and that's a good thing because Minnesota PGA Tom Lehman has plenty of both. Tom was not only the big winner in yesterday's front nine of the Skins game, pocketing $130,000. Tom Terrific was back at it again on the back nine today. Lehman set up a $40,000 birdie putt on 13 with that nice-looking tee shot. All told, Lehman pocketed $170,000 today. His $300,000 10-skin weekend easily made him the Skins champion in La Quinta. Gopher women's hockey team wins today, and the Gopher women's volleyball team just received a bid to the NCAA tournament. They will open up in volleyball against Miami of Ohio in Salt Lake. And the Packers are on Minnesota soil tonight. We'll have more on that tonight at 10.
All right,
their arrival.
They're here.
Thanks.
Well, whether you want snow or warm weather, David's got it for you.
What do you want?
I'm not sure yet.
You still want snow. You're going to have to be
going
patient.
Back and forth.
You'll have to be patient just a little bit longer. Overnight tonight, mostly cloudy, dropping to 25. Tomorrow, a mostly cloudy to cloudy day, high 35. and then maybe a sprinkle on Tuesday, and that's going to set us up for light snow Wednesday and Thursday.
What's wrong with being fickle? Nothing's
Nothing.
wrong, right?
That's your prerogative.
Thank you, David.
Thanks for watching Eyewitness News at 5:30. Hope to see you back here at 10.
Have a great night.
If you see or videotape